everyone, and welcome to the Virtual Sightseer. This is where I take you around the globe in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The goal here is to use the sim to show you beautiful places from around the world from the comforts of your own home. As a friendly reminder, I'm no professional, this isn't a tutorial, and it's all just for fun. My hope is that as the channel gets bigger, subscribers and viewers will request cool places for new flights. So let's get into the sim and find out where we're flying on this episode. Today we are doing something a little bit different for episode number 5. Today we're going to be doing a fixed wing flight in the Cirrus Vision jet. We're going to be taking off from Tromso airport in Norway. The airport code is ENTC, or Echo November Tango Charlie. From there we're going to head out west over the Norwegian Sea. Once we've done some flying and we're out over the sea, we'll go ahead and just turn back around and come back to Tromso for a landing. So per usual, the focus is hopefully going to be on the scenery more so than my voice. So I'm going to try not to do too much talking and do more flying. So let's get going and do some flying. So bear with me while I go ahead and get the autopilot set up. And then what I'm also going to do is turn some of these lights off. And yeah, I'm sure we're breaking all kinds of rules or what have you, but there's a good reason why. And you guys will see here pretty shortly. Alright, so once we get off the ground and we got a good rate of climb, I do have a few little facts about Tromso. Put our gear up. Now it's taken 5 episodes to get me back into a fixed wing plane. It's not something I'm particularly comfortable with, but thought it would be cool for this flight. So as you guys can see, we have a super cool view of the Northern Lights. So we're going to go ahead and drop down here and set our autopilot. And we are going to climb to 3,000 feet, which we are approaching now. Have our heading set. So go ahead and make sure our auto throttle is on. That should back us off right around 200 knots if I did it right. Only time will tell. We'll go ahead and turn our heading mode on. And we are going to fly out over the Norwegian Sea here. Alright, so now that everything is set, we're just flying out, taking a look at the scenery here. So one of the funnier things when I was doing my research about Tromso was that I found out that Tromso is now the home to the world's most northern McDonald's. They actually took that title from a city in Finland. I also discovered Tromso is a twinned or sister city with Anchorage, Alaska. Now admittedly I had to look up what that meant, and that title actually comes from two locations that agree to promote cultural and commercial ties. So I actually thought that was really cool. Tromso is also the largest city in northern Norway, and depending on the time of year, Tromso experiences what's called a midnight sun and a polar night. So the midnight sun is where the sun never actually fully sets, and the polar night is where the sun never fully rises. And obviously, most notably, Tromso is very well known for its frequent views of the northern lights. So just some fun little facts there. And now I will go ahead and shut it up here so you guys can just watch the flight. Alright, you guys, I am going to go ahead and set a path to get us back to the airport here. And we are just going to basically turn right back around. Now remember what I said, I don't fly a lot of fixed wing. So we're going to do our very best to bring it back in for a safe landing. We'll see how that goes. And you know what? I gotta be honest, the strobes are a little bit annoying, so we're just going to turn those back off. We do have our landing lights back on though, so that's cool. Alright, guess I should probably pay attention. I'm hoping that at 3,000 feet should be good enough to clear all these peaks in front of us. And I just set the auto throttle down to 165 knots. So that should slow us down. Gonna readjust our heading just a little bit here. about 13 and a half miles out from the airport. Might run into a little issue with this peak in front of us, so I think we'll just scoot over a little bit here.
500.
A little bit of turbulence here as well. Just coming across that peak. We are going to descend to 2,500 feet. Let's see what that looks like.
500. Rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. 500. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Alright, 2,500 looks good. Go ahead and descend to 2,000 feet.
Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
So it's sensing those peaks, and that's why we're getting those warnings. We're gonna go ahead and bring the gear down. See that happening there. Looking good. If we turn our visuals on, you can actually see the airport there just off our nose to the left. Alright, let's go ahead and get down to 1,000 feet here. Actually, you know what, let's do 1,500.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
And again, you're hearing those warnings there because we getting close to the peak there.
Pull up.
Bring it down to 1,000. This plane is awesome. The autopilot is great on this. It's pretty easy to fly. It's all very intuitive. We're going to add in some flaps. We're going to take it down to 500.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
ahead and get our autopilot off. A little bit high. On the ground. Safe and sound. Alright everyone, now that we are safely back on the ground, that's going to be it for this flight. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment on where you'd like to see me fly. Hope you guys liked the little bit of different episode here with the Northern Lights fixed wing. And I will see you guys in the next one.